3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff as they run left side. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 64 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago!
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their... They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
You see him?
From the 27, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Bears at 7-5 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now is a punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards for number 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 35. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now it's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, Fields. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Second down and 3. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Ravens send their punt around now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 23. call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Fields on third down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, third and goal. Back to throw, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead. Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage. come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 9. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing?
Yeah.